What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to That Fantasy Show. I'm your host, Yosi, aka the Prime One, aka the Commish. We got a lot going on right now. Lots going on with free agency. Mock draft is coming up, and we want to get y'all set up and started for the season. First thing and foremost, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So, I got to introduce this guy now. The scary thing is he has actually gotten his title. And I figure, you know what? Let's give him a proper introduction. So he was running the 40 last year. He's the champ this year. So let's give it to you.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild. I've got the move that really move them. I said chill up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a...
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, after 7 years, he finally got his title. Let's go and introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bruce Wayne.
Y'all there. I'm sorry. I'm just this way I sit here normal. Like
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Hold on, just for that.
You just made the list.
So congratulations on your first title. So you know
It's my third, but whatever.
No, your first individual title.
It's my third, but whatever.
The other two have your wife's name on it. So
Kevin, yeah, it's just because she had her name on the account, didn't say who was actually playing the games.
So Kevin,
that's fine.
Give Jenny her dues. You now have your own title.
I do, but no, I got 3 titles, so we'll just go from there.
So congratulations on your title. Your personal, your own title.
It's so shiny. Like they're heavier just sitting there.
So yeah, this is what we got to deal with. Excuse me. Choked up on all the BS you throwing. So, first and foremost, congratulations. Like I said, congratulations on your title. Long deserving. I'm glad you got it. Oh,
I just want to thank all the little people that led to this moment. It was me, and then me, and I'd also like to thank me because I did a great job.
Lord, he's becoming Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a good time. I had more fun last season, because the worst part is most of the games last season, even though I won, like most of the games, like I was going into Sunday, like fighting fingernails and like scratching a lot because like I didn't know if I was going to win most of the time or not. So it was a good time. It was a great season. I had a blast.
Oh, congratulations. Now,
thank you.
I do want to drop some sad. Well, we all know the sad notice. The sad notice is not football related, but one of the Hollywood greats, one of the great martial artists, Chuck Norris passed away.
Chuck Norris did not die. He just went and took Death's place. So the rest of us are fucked because there is no cheating Death anymore. Chuck Norris show up at the door. You just, let's go.
He said Chuck Norris didn't die. He just took the place of the Grim Reaper.
Look, I'm just saying, Chuck Norris got bit by a rattlesnake, and after 5 agonizing days of pain, the rattlesnake finally died. Like, you just don't kill that.
Oh, but anyway, so here's my question. With all of us growing up with Chuck Norris, we used to talk about this in the bowling alley. What is your favorite Chuck Norris movie?
Walker Texas Ranger. Like,
I
we've been
said
through this. Like, I didn't
Norris
know.
movie, not TV show.
No, again, you watch it all at the same time. It's like it's a movie.
Yeah, so is Powers, so is Power, so is The Sopranos.
The League
No,
and Family Guy and
what
South
is
Park. I understand.
when you were growing up? There were no Chuck Norris movies that you actually was like, oh, this is my favorite Chuck Norris movie, or oh yeah, this is what made Chuck Norris a badass.
No, I can't say that I had a favorite Chuck Norris movie. None of the movies I watched had Chuck Norris in them. Because again, at that time, it was Stallone and Schwarzenegger. Like, Norris was third.
But it was still Norris.
I understand that, but like,
so you mean to tell me like movies like the Delta Force, you wasn't watching, Invasion USA? Really?
no.
Have you ever seen any of those?
I know when I was a child, I probably did, but they were not in the rotation of VHS tapes that we had.
So, really, wow. So you've never seen the Delta Force, Lone Wolf McQuade? I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think. My favorite one was the I think it was called Silent Rage. That's probably one of my favorites. To where he was, and the weird thing is that you're talking about him being a Walker Texas Ranger. That's what he was always. Even in the movies, he was a
right.
Ranger. Lone Wolf McQuade, Texas Ranger.
Right.
He was a Texas Ranger, was when he was in the military. And then Firewalk was a good one too.
Good. I'm glad a lot of people enjoyed him. Like, I enjoyed him as Walker Texas Ranger. Right, would come on after fucking like MacGyver on fucking USA and shit. But like, I didn't appreciate Chuck Norris until Ryan and them started making Chuck Norris jokes. And I mean, they're not even jokes; they were just scenarios where just Chuck Norris came out on top.
Dude, yeah,
the only thing I've really ever seen Chuck Norris in was what was it? The Way with the Dragon, right? With fucking him and Bruce Lee getting after it. That's the only thing I've really ever seen him in. Besides, like, later shit in life with like the Expendables and things of that nature.
Wow. So everybody that's so whoever's in the chat, I just for fun or just for in dedication to Chuck Norris, tell me what your favorite Chuck Norris movie is. And no,
look, I'm just saying.
No. It cannot be Walker Texas Ranger.
No, I'm just saying that like Chuck Norris performed his own birth. So
I get it. I get it. But yeah, I am curious to that. It's like if you're on the chat, basically tell us what your in honor of Chuck Norris. I'm curious to know what was your favorite Chuck Norris movie.
Dodgeball.
If you need to get on, look, we gonna have you watch the Delta Force or something.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
Because I might put it on as soon as the 80s music kicks in.
The Delta Force is what basically made the Chuck Norris quotes. I don't care what anybody say. When you see Chuck Norris on the Delta Force, then you understand. Yeah, now I understand the Chuck Norris quotes. Because Chuck Norris was a badass in the Delta Force. He was a badass in Amazing USA. That's when you see it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, Chuck Norris was that badass in the 80s. He wasn't getting the love and I probably say the only difference between Chuck Norris, Stallone, and Schwarzenegger, he wasn't built.
Right, he didn't get that Hollywood push that the other two did.
No, he wasn't built. That's basically what it was.
Right,
because you had Schwarzenegger, shirt off, yeah, go to the gym, go to the chopper. Yeah, that's it. Because everything you're saying, he's with a shirt off. Same thing with Stallone. You can understand Stallone to save his life, but his shirt was off. Chuck Norris, you understood perfectly. He didn't need his shirt off. He still kicked your ass.
Right. No, Norris, with the three of them, Norris was like your everyman. Like a regular dude could watch his movies and go, I could fucking do that. Right? Like you watch Stallone and Schwarzenegger get after it, and they got two M60s, dual wielding and shit. Like I can't. No, like Superman, I can't achieve that.
Yeah, Chuck Norris coming with the double Uzis.
But that's Uzis. We're not talking M60s.
I don't care. I don't care. For the simple fact, look, I'm not. I put it this way, Chuck Norris. When you wanted to, I don't care anybody. Besides regular kung fu movies, Chuck Norris had to be the first dude that you seen in martial arts.
Van Damme.
Chuck Norris was before Van Damme.
I understand that, but I think I saw Van Damme before I saw Norris.
So you mean to tell me you saw Bloodsport before you saw Lone Wolf McQuade?
Yes. Yes, I can outright say yes. I'm gonna go as far as saying I saw Double Team before I saw any of Chuck Norris's movies. Yeah,
man,
I take Robin over Norris any day.
Man,
are we not friends anymore?
We never talk with that. Like, really? Why wasn't your what was the first Chuck Norris movie they saw?
The kids, the Expendables.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, me? None.
You and Tim.
None. It's Timmy. Like we've known him too long. No, it's Timmy. You can call him Tim all you want. No, it's Timmy.
I Stump, Pudding, whatever name you know. I got plenty of names for him.
We already got a Tim in the family, so he has to be Timmy.
Because we're on Republic, I'm trying to keep it cordial because I don't like it. But yeah, that's crazy. Dude,
it is what I'm sorry. Like if it was like in our household, like if Chuck Norris was on, they'd probably switch to John Wayne. Just in that household, that'd be the way it goes.
Yes, agreed. Same way with my household too, because my dad would watch John Wayne before he watched Chuck Norris.
Right.
He didn't watch Chuck Norris until Texas Walker Ranger.
Y'all,
see?
It was when y'all favorites were cheap. Y'all didn't want that cable bill.
Well, we had Cinemax. They honestly, old school Cinemax and HBO did not have Chuck Norris movies on there.
Oh, because that's when we watched them. It was the HBO Friday night and the HBO Friday night premieres. We saw Delta Force. We saw Firewalker. We saw.
If you're talking Friday nights, like I wasn't getting on there until about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So like those was already over and the dirty stuff was coming on.
Oh
so that's what I was waiting for.
Oh my God, never mind. I forgot who I'm dealing with.
I'm just saying, Cinemax After Dark. That's what I was there for.
Even y'all didn't make it like a blockbuster movie. Y'all didn't have the movie nights. Wow.
No, we had all that shit on tape already.
This is a culture shock to me because as much as y'all talk about the Chuck Norris jokes and stuff like that, I think y'all had a few Chuck Norris movies.
No.
That is crazy.
No, I just know that Chuck Norris is a badass.
That is crazy.
And again, a lot of it was fucking Way of the Dragon, like just the fight between him and fucking Bruce in that fucking movie.
I showed you that.
I'm just saying. No, I saw that one fucking back in the day. But again, that was my first introduction to fucking Norris was Way of the Dragon. Like after that, like I didn't fuck with the dude. He lost to Bruce Lee, so I didn't fuck with him. But still. Right, fucking Bruce Leroy kicked Chuck Norris. I'm lying. Look. Reaper, stay away from me. Stay away from me. You say some shit like that, that's like
Bruce Leroy. Look, Bruce Leroy had that glow.
Showing up.
So does showing up. And showing up would have had you kissing. No.
Oh no. Chuck Norris would have fucking killed fucking Showing Up. Bruce Leroy, it might have been a little bit more of a fight. Showing Up would have went down quick.
Nah, I don't look. Put it this way. I don't look.
Look,
I understand Chuck.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. My first introduction, besides like Way of the Dragon, my introduction to Chuck Norris was the Total Gym advertisements on fucking WWF.
So
When he would go to commercial,
so
he would be fucking
like
hawking the Total Gym.
Even when they had like the because you still had Mission in Action coming through on regular TV or on TBS.
Again, like if those things were on, that it was on. They would switch to John. Again, we only had the one TV in the house, right? If Chuck Norris was on and John Wayne was on, John Wayne was on.
Not even long.
That's the way it was in the house.
Even long.
So
that's that. I ain't gonna lie. That's the best one, right? Out of all of them, I'll probably say Lone Wolf McQuade. That is the Chuck Norris movie. I'll go Lone Wolf McQuade.
Look, I named my boys.
And the rest.
I'll name my boys after fucking
Texas. No. They're not Walker.
Right.
You got one son. His name is Johnny.
I got Walker and Texas Ranger.
You got one son. His name is Johnny.
We prayed a little bit.
You named them Walker and Texas Ranger. That'd be
5 pound, 6 ounce, blonde hair, blue eyed, white baby Jesus. I win the races. I pray to whatever Jesus I want to.
So you can't say I got 2 boys that call them Walker and Texas. No. So let's get with the news and notes since we done put off course with Chuck Norris. So the big
Look, I won't do no more. Hold on. I won't do no more. I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna walk away from it. Chuck Norris walked into a McDonald's at 11:45, asked for an egg McMuffin. When they said no, he walked outside, roundhouse kicked the building and turned it into a Wendy's. And I'm done, and we can move on. I'm sorry, I won't do no more the rest of the show.
Oh, jeez. So, first thing let's deal with news and notes in the NFL. First thing that
there's been since the last time we were on, there's been a lot of shit that's happened.
It has. One thing, Crosby got traded to Baltimore, then it gets reversed, and then they turn around and sign Trey Henderson. First thing, the question I want to know: what happened? I'm really curious to know what happened. And he had a
bad knee; it hadn't gotten healed yet. But that's the excuse that Baltimore is going to give. But they already knew he had a bad knee going into it.
My mindset is this: money. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he had a bad knee, but they knew that they did the physical and stuff like that. So they know
that's how they were able to get out of the trade, was them doing the physical. No, they knew they knew he had a bad knee. They didn't know if they could get Henderson yet.
I honestly, they were trying to get both. It wasn't yet. I think they were trying to get both. And I think what happened, something fell through that trade or something money-wise to say, okay, hey, we either get one or the other. Henderson is healed. And it's like, okay, so I really feel as though they were trying to get both. Something happened with the finances with it. And it was like, look, we either got one or the other. And they just took the chance to say, okay, we're going to get Henderson. Because I want
get the younger
one.
But yeah, like I honestly believe they might have been going for 2, but like as soon as they saw they could get Hendrickson from the Bengals, they were like, yeah, I'll take him over fucking Crosby. Like regardless of what happens, like we're gonna get this dude over this dude.
I think, like I said, me personally, I think they were going through both. And I just think something happened to where with the actual paperwork, it looked like, hey, either you get one or the other. And it just, I think after that, they just said, I think they looked at Henderson. It was like, well, Henderson can play right now. Crosby, we don't know. So we're going to choose Henderson over Crosby, and we're going to let that reverse. Because if you look at Oakland, I'll probably say with that actual trade, I definitely could have seen Oakland grabbing a quarterback and a wide receiver in that trade.
Okay.
You had the first pick and you had the 14th pick.
Right.
So I definitely could have seen, they already got it. You already got a running back. You already got a tight end. So if I do this trade right, I'm already grabbing Mendoza in the first on number one, and I got a
Right.
wide receiver to go to it. That'd have been instant weapons. That'd have been instant weapons, and I guarantee you, Oakland would have been the team to actually get in fantasy. In every dude, put it this way, Brock Bowers, you got healthy. You now open up the field for Ashton Genty because even Ashton Genty's last few games, he really started balling out.
Oh, yes.
He really started balling out his last. So now I got a quarterback. I got a young quarterback. I got weapons for him. Oh yeah, Genty will actually. I would probably say if that trade took place and depending on who they drafted, I guarantee you the Raiders would have been somebody to look at.
Honestly, I think like if the Raiders do go with Mendoza and they do well in the draft, the Raiders might be a team to fucking look at the beginning of next season. As the season progresses, they won't be near as potent, but the Raiders have set themselves up for future success.
Yeah.
Just don't look. All I'm asking, don't kill Gentry in his first couple of years. Like, let him at least get to that second contract to where it's going to actually get him some money.
And I think that's like I said. Hopefully, if they're smart, like I said, the biggest thing I probably think that they need in the actual roster, they need a playmaking wide receiver, a deep wide receiver.
Right, you're not wrong.
If you could, because like I said, you already have it with you got your running game with Genty, you got your mid game with Brock Bowers, and you just need somebody that can actually just blow the roof off as a receiver. Give me a nice speedy, 6'3" speedy receiver, and basically that opens the field up.
Now, like, how far are we going? Like, because like a lot of things have happened since the last time we were on together.
Oh yeah, so the next one I definitely want to look at. The next trade we had, Pillman was traded to the Steelers. Michael Pittman was traded to the Steelers.
Pittman, got it. Damn.
So now you have DK Metcalf on one end, you got Pittman on the other end. Now with this trade, I do feel my question is Pittsburgh building the offense a juggernaut for Rodgers and for any future QB with McCarthy?
I think they're getting pieces put together for after Rodgers.
I think so they can bring, because they are saying that next year's quarterback class is supposed to be a bigger class, a bigger and better class.
That's fine. Like, I honestly believe the fucking Steelers are just building up to give Will Howard an actual chance when he starts. I think that is the Pittsburgh future, is Will Howard, if they keep a hold of him.
If he plays, we'll see how he plays, because we really haven't really seen him in a regular season game yet.
Right. But again, he's still a better option than Mason Rudolph.
The Duck Dynasty, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Next one we got Kyle Murray. It was released, but turns around and signed a 1-year deal with the Vikings.
I could not believe that. I legitimately thought he was going to Miami and just pre-gaming for GTA 6 to come out. Like, just legitimately going around the city and just kind of like, okay, so he gets the lay of the land. He already knows when the game comes out. He's already ready already. I legitimately thought that was the way that was going to work out. But no, that motherfucker went to Minnesota. Like, how are you going to take a quarterback that do not give a shit and then put him in a city where they already got a quarterback that doesn't know how to do shit?
Well, I would probably say, honestly, this might be some of McConnell's magic. Now, they did actually sign another. I think they re-signed Carson Wentz.
Okay.
I think so. I gotta check to see, because I know they did sign a veteran QB. Now, with like I said, to me, I think Murray might be the key to revitalizing Jefferson and that offense.
It might be. Like, look, I give Murray all the shit in the world for being a a fucking gamer and like legitimately like I'm not playing this game. I've got to keep my ranking up online, right? But like Murray is not a bad quarterback. Like he
He's
has
not.
a beautiful
We've seen him play
he
great
can
football.
read defenses and he's got a beautiful deep ball. But I just don't think he gives a fuck enough to be a consistent winning quarterback. And again, going to Minnesota, and again, I'm not putting anything down on Minnesota. I ain't never been there, but I'm pretty sure there's not a whole lot to do other than play his football game, and then he's just going to be online all the time. I kind of see a repeat of Arizona in Minnesota for Kyler Murray.
I don't, because with right now, you're in a contending team. You actually have I'm not saying you don't have weapons. You didn't have weapons in Minnesota. I'm in Arizona, but I think you have better weapons in Minnesota. You have a better running game in Minnesota. You have a better defense in Minnesota. And the team that you really got to deal with is I'll probably say I would say the only team you really got to deal with the Bears, but you still have the Lions, you still have the Packers. But with McConnell, he's been that QB whisperer for most players. You know, he did it with Kirk Cousins.
Right.
He did it a little bit with. We saw some groups of McCarthy. We saw it in Sam Darnold, and now you have another chance to actually revitalize it with Murray.
Right.
So this might be what Murray needed, and like I said, you have the weapons there. You have a Justin Jefferson still in his prime. You still have you still have a great tight end. You still have a great running game in James Jones. It's one of those things too. I think you basically have a chance to actually rebuild yourself. You have a chance to actually, I guess, not piss away the situation or be like, we're gonna lose anyway, or we ain't really get a fresh start. So maybe Minnesota's the what's this the college everybody talk about, Last Chance U. Maybe that's Minnesota for the pros. Because it seems like anybody
Bobby Knight not there, guy.
No. We talking Mississippi State.
I'm just saying.
This Last Chance U. So, because look at it. Look, Kirk Cousins went there, got a big contract with Atlanta.
Right.
Sam Darnold
went there,
got
played a couple years, left out, won a Super Bowl.
So maybe that's the same thing. Next we got Calvin.
So what you're telling me is Murray ain't gonna be shit on, or he's gonna do decent on Minnesota, and somebody gonna go, you know what, we can use him and get him out. That's not nice. Well, Minnesota deserves something. You built that big ass stadium. Minnesota need to do something.
Well, you got to think with Minnesota, it's like, okay, if he does good, what's going to happen with McCarthy? Or because honestly, you can always
trade McCarthy going to get released.
You can either release or trade him. You're probably going to try to get something out of him.
Yeah, McCarthy going to end up getting released because I think the league's already understood that McCarthy ain't shit unless he knows what's coming.
I mean, he could get traded to not Denver. He could get traded to the Chargers.
That's a true statement.
I mean, his old coach is there.
Right. Herbert ain't long in the tooth yet, but he getting there.
Yeah. Now, next thing, Calvin Austin signed with the Giants.
Okay.
Now, I was going to actually talk about this question later on, but looking at the Giants, they've actually made some smart signings. And it's like, they're stuck in their offense. Now, one, I think they are supporting Jackson Dart. You're basically building up some offense around him. But, I mean,
all I'm asking for is a line.
You have that, I think, the third or fourth round pick.
So all I'm asking for in New York is an offensive line that will keep Jackson Dart and Scatterboo safe. Cause like, look, I'm sorry, the fucking Bash Brothers together, fucking there in fucking New York is fantastic.
I just call them the Blues Brothers, but you can call them Bash Brothers, okay? And it's not, honestly, I wouldn't say it's not the line. I understand we could sit there and say BS, but they had nobody to throw to, really. Malik Neighbors was
You're not wrong there.
The only person
But
we
again,
had was maybe Theo Johnson, and then
that's fine. Good quarterbacks make great fucking wide receivers.
Yeah, but if your wide receivers is garbage, how can you actually? If you're throwing to them, they got to catch the ball. You've always said that.
If they don't, look,
you got to catch it.
It's your job. Like, you have one job. Look, it's a ball. Catch the fucking ball. I understand that.
But if they're not catching the ball, what else can the quarterback do?
Throw the goddamn ball. Like, put it in a better position. Throw it into them. Right? Put it in their goddamn face mask. I don't care. Fucking make them fucking catch the ball.
Again, if your receivers ain't catching the ball,
look, at that point, like, give them that.
I get that concept to where with a quarterback, any quarterback can make a player good. You're right to a certain extent, but if them players can't catch the ball, then what else can the quarterback do other than run the ball?
Man, they obviously have to be able to catch the ball if they made it this far. Right? If they made it to the NFL, they have to be able to catch the ball. They can.
They was able to run fast.
They're just not. Look, I don't care if you jack off a fucking elephant. Catch the fucking ball.
What does Dumbo have to do with catching the ball?
Look, I'm just going replacements here and stick them. Like, I don't care. At some point, no, you made it this goddamn far into the NFL. Catch the fucking ball. You have one job.
You're right.
As a wide receiver.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Catch the ball.
Yes, you are absolutely right about that. But that doesn't mean that they're great at catching the ball. I'm just
catch the ball. If you have made it to this point, if you are in the NFL, you are great at catching the ball.
You're right.
Like, you ain't gonna get some mediocre. You can't be a wide receiver in the NFL and be like, on hands. No, you are brought into the NFL to catch the fucking ball. Catch the ball.
You are right. I'm not taking anything away from that. But again, it's not like you're by yourself with the ball. Like, you're deep. Oh, okay, yeah. No. I got a little it's basically trying to get up, stay under me, breathe under me, and trying to catch and knocking away from the ball.
There are plenty of other fucking wide receivers in the NFL that catch the goddamn ball with dudes draped all fucking over them. Again, you are a wide receiver. If the quarterback throws you the ball, catch the fucking ball. That's your job.
The main point you're saying, yes, does make sense, but that does not mean it is that easy. I get it. I get it. But I am saying that even with quarterbacks, because if that's the case, a lot more there would be a lot more wide receivers in the NFL than what we have.
A lot better ones, yes.
Yes, you are the top 1% receivers in the world. So on top of that, if you are not catching the ball, then I'm not going to say, I'm probably going to say you suck. But and that's what it's like. Basically, the players that they have are decent players. They're not playmakers. You need a playmaker. Your playmaker was done for the season in Malik Neighbors.
This is a true statement. You're not wrong there. But then again, like Malik Neighbors went down, and then fucking Dart went down, fucking Scatterboo went down. Like, the Giants last year just got caught. Right? Like, they caught the injury bug, and it went through the whole goddamn team. Yeah, well, at least the important parts of the team.
They were another version of The Walking Dead, absolutely. But like I said, now I do like what they're doing. They signed like some key players. You signed Calvin Austin. You signed Donnell Mooney. You signed Isaiah Washington. You signed like I said, these are some of the actual players that they signed for the offense. So when the draft is coming through, I don't know if you're going to get somebody else, or you're actually going to just stack them on the defense. And that scares me because it's like, wait a minute. So because I'm again me being a Commanders fan, I'm like, look, we either getting Love or Lyles.
Right.
We better get one of them two. If we don't get a running back, we better hell get a one of them nice linebackers. But
I feel bad because like I'm sitting here listening to you, but I am watching Duke kill fucking TCU at this point.
nah.
I'm sorry. Sit happy.
My bracket is
Right, mine was already done. Right, mine was already done. I had Ohio State and Wisconsin both going to the third round. And yeah, that didn't happen. I already shut my shit down.
Yeah. So the next transaction, next thing we see was you got Geno got traded back to the original Jets, and it's like, okay, so what can Geno provide for the Jets now? Granted, probably he has a lot of knowledge and stuff like that, but what are you doing with this team?
No, the Jets' fucking front office is just trying to make them manageable for probably the next 2-3 years so that they can rebuild in the draft again. Because kind of like the Browns and the Bengals, the Jets have never been really good in my lifetime.
I've seen the Jets were decent. Last time the Jets were decent, LT was playing for them.
Right, yeah, you had LT in the fucking butt fumble fucking playing for you. The worst part is, like, Sanchez is known for the fucking butt fumble, but, like, the Jets weren't bad with Sanchez.
They went to the four, was it 4 conference championships under him?
Right. Like, they weren't bad, but, like, they caught that Bills jump off, and they kept making it there, but they couldn't get there. So, kind of like the Eagles, but, you know.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. Yeah, that's just to tell you some love.
Oh, God, it makes me feel good when I do things like that.
I bet you it does.
Well, the fact that we're on the internet and you can't like just open hand slap me like right next to you makes me feel a lot better about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the whole thing with Crosby fucking like really threw me the hell off because like when they said when he was going to Baltimore, I went, that's a really good. My Baltimore done doing some things.
Right.
And then like the very next day they backed out of it, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Well,
like you already knew he had bad parts to begin with. Why would you like bring him in? Like you traded for him. Like you took on like you were like, yeah, let's get him in here. And then they just backed out and they're like, yeah, nah. No, like let him get fucking honestly, healthy. Like Crosby would have helped.
Like I said, I think it was just something else.
I think because they backed out of the Crosby thing, they got after Hendrickson, but like I feel like they were going to get him anyway.
Yeah,
like just bring Crosby on. Let him get healthy. The two of them going around the edge would have been fantastic.
Yeah, you would have had one. You had one. You would pick your poison. And like I said, I do think with Baltimore. I think with Baltimore they had to. I think really what happened was that they actually tried to get both, but I really feel still financially something happened financially to where it was like we can't afford it.
Right.
So because of that, that's when they it's like, okay, we can either do one or the other. And I'm assuming everybody's looking at it to where, well, you know, we don't know how to say. No, I think they knew that. That was something they wasn't worried about because that's why they were getting Hendrickson. It's like, okay, as long as we got Hendrickson, we can still take care of Crosby. And then when Crosby gets healthy, we got Hendrickson on one end and we got Crosby on the other end. Oh, we about to have some fun. But something in that paperwork, or something within that paperwork, or something with the actual agent went wrong with the negotiations.
Well, I guarantee you, was something with the fucking.
Like, okay, so now we just want to be sending trade.
It was one of them things. Though, it probably came back from the physical where they went, this is going to take a lot longer than you think to heal up. And they didn't want to wait that amount of time.
That's something different on that. Now, the next trade I definitely want to bring up is Fields going to the Chiefs. Justin Fields is now a Chief.
I guess that's actually good for fucking Fields. Like he's there. Like I really hope that him going there does not put him into the career backup role, where like he's there now and like he's just gonna keep bouncing around teams as a backup.
No, I think he's the
Like,
I think it's a 1 year deal, and it also depends on how long they have Mahomes out.
Right, I understand that part, but like my whole thing with it is like I'm hoping he can stick on with the Chiefs because I feel like he can learn a lot from Mahomes and fucking like help carry that part of Kansas City and the way they do things from Mahomes into him. I feel like Fields can play like Mahomes, but do his own thing.
Well, you also
they can keep that. Feel me? They don't have to change up the playbook a whole lot for him.
Well, and I think that's why they got Fields because he has the same abilities of Mahomes. So it's not
right.
I had to trade him. And on top of that, they just hired back Eric Bieniemy as the offensive coordinator.
Did they really?
Yeah. Now, honestly, here's what I want to show. Now, we sit down. We know how Mahomes is. But here's how he was fantasy wise with Bieniemy. So with Bieniemy, he was, he was when he started out, he's a QB1, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. In 2019, he ended up missing 2 games. He missed a few games. He still was a QB7. 26 TDs, 4,000 yards. 2020, I think that's when they won the first title, 38 TDs, 4,700 yards.
You really can't count the 2020 season. That's the COVID season.
Didn't they win it? That's when they won their first one, right?
That's fine, but like I really don't count 2020 as like a real year, like in life in general, because of fucking COVID and everything that went on.
But doing fantasy football, yeah.
Lovely, right?
I don't care.
Fantastical, right?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like you can't really count the COVID year, like in everything.
Right.
Like 2020 it happened, it did, but like you can't really count it because COVID.
The hell I can. Look, if I got a championship out of it, I got a championship out of it. But if you look at
I'll put an asterisk by it.
Call it what you
I'll
want.
put an asterisk by it and go COVID year.
Asterisk, dash, dot, whatever you want to put. The bottom line, you still got to mark me as champ. It's like
champ.
It's like the quote from the great Tim England. Say what you want, but I saw you naked.
That's a true statement.
Say what you want.
Try to start moving.
You can say anything you
try
want.
To start like a lawnmower.
I saw you naked. And that's Mahomes. And like I said, with Mahomes' stats with Bieniemy, he was a beast. I mean, put it this way, he was a top. He was, I would say, average top 5. He was
right.
Top 5 with Bieniemy as his offensive coordinator. Without him,
he was like German chocolate cake. Don't watch these fucking strings. You can't be bringing out quotes like that.
Anyway, we sing back to it. So without Bieniemy, you kind of see the last 3 years. He's been QB 10, QB 12. 26 touchdowns. And the most he's had is 4,000 yards. So
that's because the last couple of years, like they've tried to get way too pretty in fucking Kansas City. Rather than just playing to what they do and just doing what they do, they try to get way too goddamn pretty with it.
Well, and I think that's why you need Bieniemy back because he still gave you that chance to actually, score more points. They didn't struggle. And I think
Well, it's because the enemy got that water boy fucking notebook.
Call it what you want, but this might help Fields as well. Because even with Justin Fields, him being there and him still having that Mahomes ability so he can still scramble, he can still throw the deep ball, and he has weapons to throw to. Now, the only weapon that they're going to miss is Hollywood Brown.
Right.
But looking at the actual...
You think KC misses having Tyreek Hill there? It's been like 3 goddamn years, but you think KC misses having Tyreek? Like, they fucked up letting him go?
To a certain extent, no. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to say it's because of Xavier Worthy.
Okay. I mean, that I can accept, but like Tyreek is just... Tyreek what Tyreek said about Tua, no, Tyreek is him. Like Tyreek is that dude.
Tyreek, I believe, had the ability. He had the talent, but again, with most receivers, you have to deal with that diva.
Yes.
Now, is that diva worth dealing with
yes.
that team?
Yes. I do not. Yes.
Obviously not.
With every team, if you got a diva, but they can actually look. You got divas that are just divas to be divas, right? But you got them divas like Keyshawn, like fucking Tyreek, like fucking Jerry Rice was the first diva wide receiver without actually being a diva. Like Jerry Rice just knew, like the ball was coming to him regardless. Right. He didn't have to ask for it. He just knew it was coming to him. Right. Everybody else after that, fucking Randy, all of them.
Well, I'll probably say the diva started. Well, I'll probably say the diva movement started when, and I'm not trying to say it was him, but it kind of started with Keyshawn. Because with Keyshawn,
throw me the damn ball.
Keyshawn, him being wanting the spotlight, him wanting to have that aggression, and I get it. When you're a wide receiver, you want to express that leadership. You want that actual killer's thing. You want that, whether you want to call it the Mamba mentality or the Jordan rules. You wanted to be that guy. You want to be known. But there's a
But it's hard to do that as a wide receiver because you have to have the quarterback has to throw you the ball. Right, that's the problem with being a diva wide receiver. Like the only reason diva is putting it because you were putting it out there to your quarterback to throw me the ball over them.
Well,
like that's the difference what being a diva quarterback or diva wide receiver is.
The diva wide receiver is basically making a scene. And then going out,
getting them to do what you want them to do.
That was the divas. The divas are basically the ones that run their mouth on to the news reporters. Woe is me. If I had the ball, I'd do this. If we had a quarterback that was throwing the ball to me, I'm that type. That's that.
Right.
Those are the divas because you still have players like Terry McLaurin, and when we talked to Chris about that, like I said, when it came to them OSU players, I've yet to really see an OSU player have that diva in them.
No, they don't. They don't.
Their mindset is play to win. I don't care how it's going. I'm trying to win the game.
Right. Like I don't care what I have to do. I need to win. We need to win the game. It's not that I need to win the game. It's we need to win the game coming from OSU guys.
We all could have seen McLaurin go off the first few games when Jalen wasn't throwing the ball. He didn't. Kept his mouth closed, still played the game. And then once Jalen got his rhythm, man, another 1,000-yard season for Terry McLaurin.
Yep.
So that diva thing, like I said, is with Tyreek, again, with Tyreek, it's more, what are you doing on the field? Well, you're great on the field when you want the ball and stuff like that. Cool. But if we're down or we're struggling or stuff like that, what else are you doing? Are you like Randy Moss? Are you like Randy Moss? Are you having blocks? Are you trying to get the runner open? Are you doing the dirty work besides to where, okay, you know what? If they see us running the ball and blocking and stuff like that, are they going to open the field up to where I can get the ball? If I ain't doing that, then I need to shut up. Because you got players like McLaurin that was doing that, Randy Moss was doing that, Jerry Rice was doing that, Chris Carter was doing that, and those are potentially either Hall of Fame or going to be Hall of Famers.
Right. You're not wrong.
Even Calvin, aka Megatron, was doing that.
And again, no, Megatron wasn't a diva wide receiver. He just knew with the team that he was on, he was probably going to get when they were on offense. He just knew he was probably going to get the ball.
But even then, when it came to, there were games to where he didn't get a lot of the catches because you had other.
This is a true statement.
You had Reggie Bush on the team. You had Golden Tate on the team. You had the running back. You had the tight end Hightower that was on the team. They were all great weapons, and you had Matthew Stafford. Again, it comes to, okay, you know what? Am I winning? Are we winning? Am I doing what I can to help the team win? I don't need the ball to win the game. Am I doing something to help the team win the game? So that's the difference between those players and the divas. But that's how I feel. Like I said, that's how I feel about Tyreek Hill. Because when he was down there in Miami, was he doing what he could to help them win the game, or was it all about him?
No, it was all about him.
Then yeah,
when he was on the Chiefs,
I found speed in Xavier Worthy, because basically you might be the cheater, but this dude is now breaking the NFL record. You didn't even do that. So if you can raise a cheater, guess what?
Tyreek,
you can do the same
thing. Before Worthy, Tyreek he didn't have to be a diva. Like, he was their offense with Mahomes and Kelsey. Right? And fucking Pacheco and fucking Edwards Hilaire in the fucking background or in the fucking backfield.
But you want to know why he wasn't like that? Because he was a 7th round pick. He wasn't making that 1st round pick money yet.
Right. But once he did get that money, then he went to Miami.
He got that money.
Got that fucking money and went, it's supposed to. If you get into a position and you were getting the most money of 90% of the players on the team, like, give me the ball.
Right.
Like, you can't be mad at him for that.
Now the other thing we got to bring up, like I said, Hollywood Brown is not with the Chiefs anymore. He is now with the Eagles.
Damn.
So.
Oh God. So are they getting rid of AJ?
Right. That nothing's being said about AJ yet. He is still under wraps. But if they keep AJ, you now have Hollywood Brown. You now have
that's bad motherfuckers right there.
And you still got AJ Brown. So I mean, you still have the actual weapons. Like I said, Jahan Dotson signed with the Falcons. But even with that, it still brings into question what's going to happen with AJ Brown. Because even though they signed Hollywood Brown, I still feel as though I think that's more of a replacement for Jahan Dotson, than for replacing AJ Brown.
Right.
I still feel as though that's that. Also, the 49ers, they actually signed Evans, and they also signed Christian Kirk.
Oh, they got Evans from fucking Tampa Bay?
Yeah, they signed Evans, and they also got Christian Kirk. It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good, but here's my problem.
But you're talking about motherfuckers that are injury prone, and like you got enough of your roster that is already injury prone as it is.
Not even that. These are some seasoned vets, and quiet as kept.
You are right.
These two actually they were in the same draft.
Damn.
Yeah. They're in the same draft class. So with the Niners, My question is this. I'm not mad that you picked up Evans. I'm not mad that you picked up Kirk. My question is, are you getting younger? Because for the simple fact,
No.
you need a wide receiver. Are you still going to keep Brandon Ayuk? Juwan Jennings is already
no,
gone.
Ayuk is gone. I'm sorry. Before we start next season, Ayuk's going to be somewhere else.
The question is he going to be here or is he going to be somewhere else?
Somewhere else. Like Ayuk's gone. Like he was.
You see what I got, right?
He was asking for that for 18 weeks last year.
You know what I'm saying, is he going to be here? Because we all know his right, and not his boy, but his GM is with us now. Because remember, Peterson is the GM for the Commanders.
You look. We've been through this. You can't get everybody.
No. I am not going there with that route. However, the only reason I'm saying that is because you got to remember, he has a great relationship with the GM. He has a great relationship with Jaden. Jaden is pretty much calling for him. Now, I don't know that, and this is my question. The only reason I'm saying about him is because of Debo. If we sign Debo, where's he? Then I think Ayuk's going somewhere else. If Debo goes sign somewhere else, are we now pursuing Brandon Ayuk? That has been my.
I don't know. Like if you do get the two of them on the same team, Debo and Ayuk played together.
I can't see that. We're either getting one or the other.
You don't think both of them will stay?
No.
Because again, you're talking about a league that's going 4-5. You're talking about a league that's going 4-5 wide for like 90% of the plays anyway.
I understand that, but you also have to remember this. Jalen Waddle went to the Broncos. Miami does not have a wide receiver.
This is a true statement.
So with Jalen Waddle going to Miami, there's already talk of Debo.
Jalen Waddle went to the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jalen
Waddle left Miami. Debo's, Miami's showing interest in Debo. And that's
right.
And that's the part I said the biggest thing right there. What's going to happen?
That could be hard for fucking Debo to turn down too.
Right. If Debo leaves Washington.
Now wait a second, dude. They had to trade him, or is he a free agent?
He's a free agent.
Oh shit.
And that's what he's a free agent. So whoever is like, and with Ayuk, it's like, okay, so they haven't released him yet, but there's plans to release Ayuk. So my thing is that, okay, with the Commanders, are you signing Debo first? Because if you sign Debo first, then I can see somebody else trying to grab Ayuk. I can't see both, and like I said, I'm not saying to be greedy. I'm saying because I think with Washington, I think it's going to be one or the other. But it depends on who gets signed first.
Well, no. With Washington, I honestly believe like they'll let if they think they can get Ayuk at a similar price, if not a little less than they can Debo, they're just gonna let Debo could walk. That's fine. I think the Commanders were done with him a couple weeks after he started running his mouth. They're like, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll figure something out. And now he's a free agent. Fine, fuck off, leave. Right? They'll get Ayuk. That's fine. But I think Ayuk will end up being the same problem in the locker room that fucking Debo was. Because Ayuk going to bring everything that he brought from fucking San Francisco with him to fucking Washington.
I'm going to say Debo wasn't a problem.
No, it's like the Debo. What Debo wasn't a problem. Well, on the field, what Debo wasn't a problem. In the locker room and him fucking just with the whole dynamic of it, that was where the problem was.
But you got to think he's always spent a season with Washington, and he hasn't had a problem. Nobody's had a problem with him. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't heard any type of locker room problems with Debo. Now,
he probably doesn't have with the team. He probably doesn't have those problems. With his teammates, he doesn't have those problems. Right. Again, but when you go to work, like you don't have a problem with the people you work with. The problems you have are with the people above them. Right? That does affect the way you work.
Right, you're true, but you also have to remember with Ayuk and with also Debo, they had a great relationship with Peters. Peters was gone, the past 2 years because he's now the GM of Washington. So during those times to where they were doing things, it was with Peters. They had a great relationship with Peters and everything else. You didn't really hear anything about the 49ers till after Peters left and the new GM. So again, I'm not saying that, okay, we won both, but what I am saying is this. We're going to grab one of the two. And I need you to stop talking dirty to your wife. At least wait till I get off the air.
Yeah, nice. I will not. It was very nice.
But anyway, let's see. And now, right now, that's been all the actual news and notes. That's all the pretty much news and notes that we have. But I'll probably say my question is this.
It feels great being the champ. I just want to let you know.
See what?
That answers your question. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. It does feel great being the champ.
Who's benefited the most in free agency? Who do you feel?
Nobody yet. We will find out who actually does good in free agency after the draft. Like up to that point, it is legitimately like people are making moves to be able to make moves in the draft.
Yes and no.
So like you're doing shit now to set up for the draft to be able to we got this guy in, but we'll give him to you. Damn it! It's just trading cards at this point.
So right now, like
until
I said,
after the draft, that's when you know. That's where you know motherfuckers will end up going with free agency is after the draft.
Well, right now, I'll probably say that most players, most teams have gotten. I want to say the key players. They've gotten the best players available in free agency. So with the players that were available in free agency, who do you feel has benefited the most?
Ooh, I want to say the Chiefs with Justin Fields have actually done the best in free agency because they do have them. Because if Mahomes can't go in the beginning of the season, they have a suitable backup to where they don't have to change their offense.
True.
They don't have to change what they're doing.
Walker doesn't help either.
Well, yeah. I mean, they still got Pacheco. Like, they have manageable backs. They don't have that take the top off running back, but they have manageable backs.
I want to say now they do because you got the Super Bowl MVP.
What would? Oh well, true that. Well, I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't even think about that. Fuck, Kenneth Walker went from the fucking Seahawks to the goddamn Chiefs. What the fuck? Anyway, if you have that, one, Kenneth Walker going to run his ass off next year because he's just going to look at the Chiefs and go like, the fuck. I'm sorry, you're going to look at the Seahawks and go, what the fuck? He's going to run his ass off for the Chiefs. That does help. It probably helps Justin Fields more than it does fucking anybody because if Mahomes is not able to go right in the beginning of the season and Fields has the Super Bowl MVP running back behind him, I think it'll help Justin Fields more than anything. So, yeah.
I got three. One is definitely the Giants.
But again, that's just because everybody's getting back from injury.
Well, my thing is this: even with the injury, Harbaugh is actually set up to where, if, like I said, one, I was going to say this: one, we know Scatterbo. The only two they worry about is Scatterbo and Neighbors. Now, even with Scatterbo and Neighbors gone, even with Scatterbo and Neighbors still injured, their signings still help Jackson Dart.
Oh, yes.
And then on top of that, you still have a fifth. You still have, I think, that a 5th round pick.
Right. Well, like
So
my whole thing, like I unfortunately I do get like when I scroll Twitter, I get Scatterboo. I don't know why, but I get Scatterboo in my fucking Twitter feed. And no, he's doing fine. He will be back in guns blazing and fucking Bash Brothering it together.
Now the next team, I'm gonna go Denver because
They did. They have made themselves much better in the offseason.
Yeah, next one I will say is Denver, especially picking up Waddle.
Right.
And then I'm gonna go.
I don't know what Waddle's average per catch is, but I guarantee you his average yards per catch goes up going to Denver.
And then I'm gonna go Pittsburgh because if they do this right, you like I said, you still got Michael Pittman on one end, you still got DK Metcalf in another end, and you picked up.
Yeah, but you've got fucking old tinfoil hat in the backfield, man.
But you also picked up Rico.
Well, that's the part that scares the hell out of me, because you got old tinfoil hat in the backfield.
It don't matter.
That one pitching the ball around.
Right, that, but also talk about you actually added to the running game. So now I got Rico Dwaddle, from Carolina. So he's now on there.
Right.
So I pretty much, like I said, from there, and we don't know who they're going to grab in the draft. Like I said, they have some good draft picks. But those are my 3. Now the next question I got, who should be making moves, but it's not.
The worst part is I want to say Minnesota, like they need to get a quarterback, but like they just got Kyler Murray, so like we'll see how that plays out. But fuck, like the fact that Seattle let Kenneth Walker walk away, like they need them running back.
Well, they still got Chardonnay.
They do. They still got Chardonnay, but like if you let him go to Kansas, you let Walker go to Kansas City, somebody you have to directly play against, you let him go to that team.
They don't. Different division.
But no, they don't.
No, that's the
division. I thought Seattle and Kansas City played.
Seattle's
twice a year. No.
Seattle's with the 49ers, the Cardinals. It's the 49ers, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. I'm trying to think of the 14.
God, see you.
49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals.
That's 3. Who's the 4th one? Come on. No, don't look it up on your phone.
No, I'm not looking on my phone.
Don't look at your notebook. That ain't fair. That's cheating.
Yeah, it is. That's why I have it.
I know that's why it's cheating.
It ain't cheating if you're trying.
Oh, big deadbeat TCU. All right.
I need that.
Need that.
I need that.
I don't. Fuck you. Like I said, my back is already fucking broken. I got Ohio State and Wisconsin going, and can Duke moving to the fucking 3rd round does not fucking help me.
Sorry.
That's fine.
You'll be all right.
That's true stuff. But yours, I'm all right with that. Mine, I'm all right. Like I already knew I was in the fucking dumps. I'm ready for you. Just get it.
I want to look at it again.
But why not?
You gotta pull it up.
Oh. So it's on ESPN, right? Oh, it's on. Oh, that's right. I got you. Are we there yet?
Just about.
Me and Simon had a full conversation right here. We just waiting on you.
You know what? You can lick my right testicle.
I will with my tongue all out. I'll use the back of my fucking tongue and purr right by the uvula. The girded hanging ball. Like, I'll lick your balls with that part, dude. You my friend. I will do that for you. All I ask is you lift the belly up.
The Rams. That's the 14.
We did all that to get to the Rams. Oh, that does make sense. I mean, they're right there in that fucking area of the country.
I just
Like,
couldn't
that
think
does
of
make
I'm
sense.
like, okay, I'm thinking all the LA teams, and I just couldn't remember the Rams. I'm like, okay, no, it can't be this team because this team is on this one. It can't be
Right.
that one because that.
Because in your head, it's still the St. Louis Rams, isn't it?
No,
You
no,
think
no.
St. Louis is going to get it? Like, are they going to expand the NFL again? The
Rumor
same way they
has
did with
it
the
St.
NBA.
Louis
Are
is
they going to
getting
expand the NFL again? Besides Europe, I'm not counting foreign teams. I'm talking about good old US of A. Are they going to expand the NFL just to give St. Louis a team back?
I thought that's where Kansas City was going.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hold on, say that again.
The Chiefs are moving to St. Louis.
Get the fuck out of here. When?
Like I said, from the news, I don't know if it's official, but I know they're talking about moving. The team's playing a few St. Louis games at home.
Are they renovating the?
No.
No, you can't take one classic team to replace another classic team. Right? They Kansas City gonna need a team.
Look, next week I'll put the research in, some more research, and that'll be the first thing that we discuss.
You let me know. There is no way they're moving one classic NFL team to move back into a place where an NFL team already was. Like you can't have Andy Reid, Mahomes, and Kelsey in old school fucking Rams gear. The worst part is like they can't even be the Rams because they're fucking Los Angeles.
Right. So it'll be the St. Louis Chiefs.
Yeah, see, that's not the way that works. Like that would have to change. You cannot put those two iconic fucking names together.
That sounds good. St. Louis Chiefs.
That's not the point. Like you cannot fucking do that. It would have to be a brand new team coming into St. Louis.
So besides that,
but again, at that point, like you're doing that, like you're refilling the city, but another city loses a team that has been there since jump. Been there. And
so
you're going to tell them that
you make the move to say, guess what? We want a petition to have a team in the NFL again. You see what he did with the Browns. But
I understand that. Right.
But we still have to answer the
right.
one
The Ravens ain't nothing but the old Browns.
So we still answer the one question. Okay, what team do we feel as though hasn't done any that has not made an impact in free agency that needs
the Browns. The Bengals. The Browns, the Bengals, the fucking New Orleans Saints. Like the Saints, like I love them. Like for the longest time, how long did we call them just the Buckeyes of the South?
Well,
right, because they were for the longest goddamn time, and they were doing good, and like the Saints just gave up.
Well, the Saints
in fucking football, like,
Travis Etienne.
They did, but like that's the only thing they've fucking done. Like they've done nothing else to help the overall fucking team, other than just bringing in a running back that's going to have to run for his life.
Why?
When they hike the ball, they're going to give it to him and go, "Good luck, motherfucker."
Well, you got to think. You still have Chris Olave. You still got Jawan Johnson.
You do.
Right now, you still have Alvin Kamara. You just signed Travis Etienne. So the only thing you probably need to do is actually it depends on Tyler's show because that's their quarterback. So is he get better? Are the defense was hit or miss, and that's always been New Orleans.
No, it was more miss than hit.
Like I said, but that's New Orleans. If it depends on the game. If the game is something that they feel, we gotta play this game, the defense shows up because if you're playing in New Orleans, you get that New Orleans vibe, that crowd, they show up. And then the defense plays harder or whatever. I don't know because they feel we about to have Mardi Gras when we win or whatever.
So when St. Patty's Day hit, right? I've got I had a Mr. T stack of like St. Patty's Day beads that I wear, and like I wore them all day at work.
And nobody touched it.
If that's what it sounds like, and fucking fuck that place. Like I was ready to lose my mind 15 minutes in, and I was the one wearing them. But the constant click, 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 all goddamn day drove me nuts. If
But the
that's what
problem
it's
is,
like in New Orleans,
you're doing that in Ohio, not in New Orleans.
right? And again, I got like 30 goddamn necklaces.
If you're looking like Mr. T in New Orleans with beads,
Right, you ain't
they
doing
don't
shit.
last long.
Again, I had 30 sets of beads on me, dude. It was all the way up to the bottom of my chin, sitting on me. And that motherfucker just click clacking all day. And that's Mr. T. I'm not talking Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras, them bitches get all kinds of fucking beads. They're fucking stacked up to here out to that. Right? All you can see is the fucking boobies in between them. But I'm just saying, I almost lost my mind. If that's what it is in New Orleans all the time, I couldn't play good either. Because that click clack gets annoying after a while. Like it's worse than the ringing in your goddamn ears.
But you're not going to hear that on the field. So how did that bother you on the field?
Because you can hear it in your sleep.
Again.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Ciozi, you can't tell me that you've been fast asleep. We've been out of the fucking field for God knows how long. You can't tell me you've been fast asleep and heard that nah of the fucking fry timer going off, that it hasn't woke you up going, fucking on work your wedgies and go back to sleep. Like, it's that same thing. Like, they can hear the click clack and them fucking beads even on the fucking field. They can hear Bourbon Street. It's right around the fucking corner from the stadium. They can hear it already in the stadium. That click clack of beads gets real annoying. That's what this whole rant led to. Was that them beads get fucking annoying.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the weekly rant by Bruce Wayne. This week brought to you by Beads.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, no, do not make this a thing, because I will rant about just some random shit.
And this weekly rant was brought to you by Beads. The morning class.
It was all because of fucking St. Patrick's Day. It wasn't even Mardi Gras. It was St. Patrick's Day. I had them bitches on, and it kept click clacking against me. I got a frog one that it kept popping off of its thing all damn day. I wanted to lose my goddamn mind.
Oh Lord! But anyway, and then we had the weekly rant. Let's get with the mock draft. So here's the new mock draft that's been set up. We're going to the top 10. So we got Mendoza still 1. Ruben Bain is now 2. Going to the Jets. David Bailey 3. They got the Titans getting Jeremiah Love. This I don't see it. And I don't know. To me, I just feel as though with the Titans, I'm seeing Cornell Tate. I'm seeing a wide receiver for the simple fact that you have Ward. Why aren't you giving somebody to go to?
Don't do that to fucking Cornell Tate. Do not prescribe him to death off jump. Like he's gonna have to live out that entire rookie contract in Tennessee, and that's gonna be awful.
How?
Like I would rather see Cornell Tate go anywhere else. Like I don't give a damn if it's a dumpster fire of. I'm gonna say the Bear. He's gonna the worst part is I hate saying. Call me on it now.
Here's my
I'll
question.
put $1 on it. Cornell Tate's gonna end up going to the fucking Bears, and I'm gonna have to end up liking the Bears, and I'm gonna hate it.
So here's my question: Would you rather him go to the Jets or the Titans?
Well, I'd rather him go to the Jets. God, at least he'd have Garrett Wilson would be there with him. That's okay. That would be all right. Like they would have a common thing in the film room and like on the field. Like they would understand both Ohio State. They would just be like, we know what to do, and just go with each other. That'd be fine. Like if he went to the Jets, he goes to the Titans. Like that's death sentence.
Going to the
Like the
Jets.
worst part is like the Titans. Like we used to say with Arizona, where fucking like vets went to die. Like the Titans are where rookies go to die.
You sure? Because I'm pretty much sure that's the Jets.
You're not wrong. Like the Jets are no fucking better, but like the Titans, like you go there and like there's nothing at like. I hope Vrabel can turn it around.
Vrabel can
in New England. I'm fucking with his bad. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, yeah. Well, he's actually did that. I mean, they almost did go to the snow. They were in the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry. I rooted for them. That was the problem.
But no, it's like and that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking at. Like I said, honestly, I think Tennessee should go for a wide receiver to actually help Cam Ward.
You're not wrong, but like
because
again, like I feel like just
running back.
Like, and I don't even feel bad like for the players. Like I feel worse for them because again, it's not Cam Ward at the end of his rookie contract. Like Justin Fields might end up being a career fucking backup because of where he played, not what he did. So like Tennessee is a spot right now where rookies go to die. It is one of the things of where like the rest of the league goes, ooh, they could be a good player, but we're not really like one. And Tennessee drafts them, and you're like, oh, that was the wrong fucking move.
I disagree with that with Tennessee. Like I said, they had one bad year, and that, like I said, it was one of those to where, yeah, it was time for a change. Everything was pretty much being changed.
Right.
So now it's like it's a new regime. You started fresh. You got a nice quarterback. You got a decent defense. So I just feel as though with this, they definitely need somebody to, a young receiver to help with Cam Ward. I mean, you already got a decent receiver in I think they still have Calvin Ridley. I don't know if he's available or if he's going to stay with Tennessee, but you got Calvin Ridley, but you need somebody else.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong, but like I said, like it doesn't matter who Tennessee drafts. Like they're better served somewhere else. But they're going to be there their entire rookie contract and just get the shit beat out of them. By the time they go to someplace else, they're workable, but they're not useful.
I definitely disagree. Next, the Giants. Next, you got the Giants getting Francis Mangoa, the offensive tackle. Honestly, this is why I thought that, with their defense, with their pickup, that they might go another defense and pick up either Styles, Reese, or Ruben Bain. I think they will probably grab one of those three. The Browns, they have picking up Sonny Styles. The Commanders, they have picking up Arvell Reese. Saints, they have picking up Caleb Downs. Chiefs, they have picking up Mansour Delane, so another offensive tackle. And they have the Bengals picking up Lane from Penn State.
Okay.
Now with Kansas City, to be honestly, I would actually either one, I'm getting another wide receiver, or I'm getting that tight end.
Right.
I'm grabbing that tight end from Oregon.
Okay.
And that's just because one, you do have yes, you still do have Mr. Taylor Swift, aka Travis Kelce.
Oh, the husband of Taylor Swift. Got it.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, the husband of Taylor Swift. But I do feel it's and he's getting older. And like I said, I think this might be his last year. But I do feel as though with this pick in the draft, that they would actually have a chance to actually get something better. And I'm trying to remember the kid's name, but he's the tight end from Oregon, and he fits
Got it.
the Chiefs. He fits the Chiefs perfectly.
Right. Well,
So,
but like their work demand of the tight end of not just being a move the chains guy, but actually moving the ball down the field individual. Yes, like get that kid from Oregon. Like he is badass.
he's basically he
But
definitely moved the body. He basically got the speed. He has the power. So it's kind of like another Travis Kelce.
right, you're not wrong.
But it looks like we got everything covered today. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you have any questions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are on YouTube. We are on YouTube. If you want to if you want to catch old shows, we are on Facebook.
Hey, you know there's only 3.
Huh?
You know there's only 3 shows. Like I went to our YouTube page. There's only 3 shows on there.
Should be more.
No, there's only 3. I've gone to videos. There's only 3.
I gotta check. I definitely have to check that.
Yeah, update that shit, dude. The fuck?
So definitely, yeah. And then also, like I said, if you like us, also don't forget that like and subscribe on Facebook. So the more people we get on there, the more we can actually have the show on the actual Facebook website instead of on my personal website and just on YouTube. So definitely get those likes and subscribe. And we're now on Instagram as well. So
damn.
Like I said, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and we can try to put those shows on as well. So, Champ, I think we got everything covered. Other than that, we raise them high, spread them wide. Deuces. Y'all have a good day.
Love you.